Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. We'll have him gain about a handful there. They're on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. First down throw here from Richardson. Short pass brought in. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Brooks. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for the 2nd quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
44. Ready. Ready, set.
They give to Jones, right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's taken in by Samuel. Into the red zone. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
And it's no good. Flirted too far from the right upright. They don't get the PAT. Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Richardson now on first and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start to fight back with their first points of this game. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go ahead.
First and 10, here's Jones. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Running back sent in motion.
Let's go.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, ready. 21G, 21G. Right.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go. 19 right. Ready.
On first down, it's Richardson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Colts jump in front now by 5. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Running right, this is Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, 21 T. Corner, long. Oh,
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
They're right here. Solo left Zion. Out.
To throw, Tunga Vailoa. Finds a man, right side. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Here's Jones. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they can rip that ball away from you, too.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Colts in possession. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Gano's point after is good. And the Colts push the lead up to 12. Gano ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. They'll cobble together a yard there. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Tua off the play fake. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet somewhere to...
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a one-score game before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the set. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now pause as we attend to an injured player, and you can hear the stadium take a collective breath. It's their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who's in need of some assistance. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts will add to their lead at the end of the half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts push the lead up to 12. Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Ready. Out.
First down. Here's Tua. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing again here on 2nd. Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And it'll be short field for the ensuing possession. Punt down at the 40. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. That's to the sideline as Shakir snags it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
28, Packers 16.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fox now to kick this one away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41. Dropping back to throw. That one finds Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll throw on first. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has it down close. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts go up by 19.
Packers 16. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Get on.
Tua out of the pistol. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go ahead. Right.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Jones reels it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start the second half with some needed points. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Packers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Finds a seam down the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Kelce makes the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Pass play coming here. He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They're on it. That's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Running this one left. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Working quickly here. First down from the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
20 TX. Out!
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out!
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Looking for a target. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Ready, set.
2 now from the gun. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Get set.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. They've got first down from the 31.
Ready. Long. Scat.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Escapes the pocket, and he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Offense up to the line fast. On second down, it's Brooks. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts put up even more points in a win. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts continue piling onto this lead. Gano ready to send this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
44. Ready.
They kick the running back in motion.
Turbo 1, high. Cut.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, no. They get him yet again. That is Lewis Seen. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
To throw here on first down. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Track 60. 60 by 6. 60. Ready.
From the 42. Throwing deep for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's fourth down.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Packers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
On target to his man, Barrios. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts keep running away with this. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just one off that single-game record. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. Gano ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
At their own 39-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Tagovailoa on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He put some juice on a deep throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Lewis Seen. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like you're seeing the entire field in...
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Colts continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts continue adding on to that lead.
Packers 23. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's looking deep. What's... They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Colts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Finds him on the crossing route. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Colts throwing 6 more on the blowout. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high.
Tua off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up second down. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's Tua again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa again. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of...
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Colts are running them out of the building. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. Once again, Colts lining up and attempting to. He's throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4. Gano ready to send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
On the carry, this is Jones. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 32. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they pick him off again. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Colts have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set up. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18. Pioneer. Go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It only took them 1 play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line.
18. Ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. A timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Colts continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So here's the Colts offense as they line up for another 2-point try. He's dropping back to throw. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they steal it back on the return. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
talking about. There's still something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say
She
less.
said, baby, what you talking about? There's still something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
Stop the road and you walking. You left your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say